Years ago, the Denton-Geyser-Stanford football team moved from 6-man to 8-man as enrollment increased at the three schools. And while there were more kids across all three communities, participation stayed low. And after a year where the team sometimes struggled to put 8 men on the field, DGS is moving back to the 6-man ranks this fall.
We finished out last year with only 9 guys in a uniform, so just feasibly looking at next year, we knew that if we had to stay 8, it would be a really hard thing to even field a team.
Just over a decade ago, the three schools of Geyser-Stanford and Denton were 6-man powers in their own right. Now flash forward to 2018, the pride is still there, the numbers are not.
I was in high school even 10 years ago, there might be 2-3 boys that aren't playing sports. Now it seems like, there could be a lot more than that. I mean, we probably have 10 or so that aren't really into sports, have their interests elsewhere, which is fine, but I think participation rates in sports overall has definitely declined. A good number for us next year will be 12. But realistically, we're probably looking at 9 or 10.
And though the teams came together by necessity, the rewards extended beyond the football field.
I think the beautiful thing about it is people from Geyser that might never know these kids or people from Denton have built these fantastic relationships. So, it's a good thing. It's brought a lot of people together for a good cause. And in basketball, we were able to win districts, and I know that just puts a smile on everybody's face when you're able to do that, because in all reality, no one school could have their own team. So, it's been awesome.
But at the end of the day, whether 6-man or 8-man football, these kids just want to play.
Oh yeah, they just want to play. That's all they're worried about. They are excited, mainly for the fact that we know we will for sure have a team and get to play all our games. So that's their big excitement about it. And I think after a rough campaign last year, kids are pretty hopeful that we'll hopefully win some more games this year.
Over the past few years, several schools have had to cancel their varsity season due to low numbers. Hot Springs, Fort Benton, Poplar, Lincoln, just to name a few. The Bearcats hope the move to 6-man will prevent that from happening to these tradition-rich communities.
I hope not. It makes me nervous, but I hope not. I like not to think about it, so.
Well, the most recent enrollment figures from the Montana Office of Public Instruction has the DGS co-op at about 73 students. So here's the MHSA enrollment ranges for high school football. The Bearcats are above the 65 student number for 6-man. However, they were able to successfully petition the MHSA to drop down based on 2 factors. One, they were able to show low participation, and they expect only 9 to 10 players to suit up this fall. And 2, the Bearcats only won 2 games in the 8-man South this season and lost 7 seniors, so competing in the 8-man level in 2018 would not have been feasible for the Bearcats. More shuffling for Montana high schools. The MHSA has recommended several schools for reclassifications based on the latest enrollment numbers. Belgrade will officially make the long-rumored move from Class A to Class AA, while Arlee and Great Falls Central move from Class C to Class B beginning in 2019. Neither school will appeal that move. There are also recommendations for Butte Central to move down to Class B and Fairfield to Class C, but both those schools have requested to remain where they are, just like they do every year, so they're likely staying put.